absolutely amazing. So amazing, I can't believe it. I haven't felt like this in months. And I'm just like, wow, I've got energy again. Oh, I'm not dying. I'm not going through menopause. No, I was under eating carbs. My goodness, what a difference. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something that is a real pet peeve of mine, and I see it so often in vegan forums. And I refer to raw vegan forums. I refer to forums a lot because that is my connection with the raw vegan world. In a perfect world, sure, we'd have plenty of friends that ate the same as us, but we don't. Well, I don't. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below. I personally don't have raw vegan friends, so my raw vegan connection is online through the forums that I run. I've got 3 forums. I'm actually going to leave the links in the description if you need more support. Click on the links and join my forums. But this is a pet peeve of mine. A guy put a post out. He said, I'm constantly failing, trying to be successful at this diet. I believe I'm under eating. And there were lots of great advice in there. Plenty of people saying, look, download Chronometer, follow the 80-10-10 plan, ensure you're eating enough, make sure you're filling up on fruit. All great advice, all exactly what you should be doing. And this has been a pet peeve of mine for many years, so this isn't a new pet peeve. And then you see the people, oh, just listen to your body. Clearly, he's listening to his body and it's not working, hence he's failing. And so many of us, look, we don't know how to listen to our body. We have to be trained and learn how to listen to our body. And when we're not paying attention to our signals, which can easily happen like it has for me because I was overworking, we're not going to be able to listen to our body. But if you are new to this lifestyle, there's no way you know how to listen to your body. I remember years ago, now this is going back a long time ago, way before raw veganism, but I have worked in the health and nutrition movement for a long time, and I have been a serial Weight Watcher, so to speak. And I remember many moons ago, when I was still extremely overweight, I remember being at a Weight Watchers meeting and the leader saying, you need to be able to listen to your body and then you will know you're full. Now, the only way I knew I was full was when my stomach felt like it was bursting out the seams, because I'm an overeater. I'm still prone. I can be an overeater. I like food. I like to eat. And my idea of feeling full was when you're like, ugh, and I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm full. So, and I think a lot of people who especially have been on that weight loss cycle over and over and over, that's the cues they know as full. But, I mean, as I've learned over the years, we don't have to be busting over out the seams to be full. We need to feel satisfied. And generally, once we've eaten, if we take 10-15 minutes for our brain to actually register we've eaten, because that's why sometimes you can eat and you're still hungry, but if you stop, take a breath, oh, I actually am satisfied. But we don't always know how to do that. But this guy's under eating, so this is an issue, and he's then binging. And this is a topic I'm extremely passionate about. I have been studying binge eating and addiction for 12 years. So I know a fair bit about this topic, and the reason I've studied it so much is because of my own addictions. And then as life has progressed and I became a counsellor, I counselled people in addiction. So for me, this is such a strong topic. And I just think it's so important for people who are prone to binge eating to ensure they're eating enough. I am prone to binge eating. And yes, I've got a lot better, and I don't have as many relapses as I did many years ago because I know how to control. and I understand a few key principles. Number one key principle is ensure you're eating enough. If you're not eating enough, you're going to leave yourself open to march through those doors and end up with what I call Pac-Man disease. When you have Pac-Man disease, you will eat your cupboards and fridge it out. And I know from my own experience, I binged one day for 8 hours. Can you believe that? 8 hours, I just did not stop eating. And that can be very common for people who are prone to, one, binge eating, and two, being on restrictive diets and then, starving themselves in their body saying, just give me all the food. And your body doesn't care at this stage what you're giving it. Your body's just saying, you just give me something. I need something. I can't function. So my advice for people who are prone to undereating, and I'm taking my own advice, hence I'm tracking. I've downloaded Chronometer on my phone. Well, I always have it, but Chronometer is a great app. It's really good for when you're following the 80-10-10. You can actually put your 80% carbohydrates, 10% protein, 10% fat macros into the calculator so that you know that you are in the 80-10-10 ratios. Ensure you're filling up on fruit. Track it all. Make sure you're eating enough, because it's so easy to undereat because we're used to having smaller bowls of food, because obviously the food that we eat when it's cooked, and if you are coming from a meat and dairy lifestyle, the food is more calorie dense. So obviously you don't need as large volumes as you do on a raw vegan diet. So it is easy to undereat. So I think it's a great thing to track and really visually get an understanding of how much is required to sustain this lifestyle and thrive on this lifestyle, most importantly. So downloading Chronometer is really a great thing. Secondly, if you don't feel you can download Chronometer and have the patience to track all your food, get a plan. Follow a plan. Follow something that is going to work. Now, this book is for raw vegan dummies. Seriously, any monkey can read it. It is very easy. There's nothing high-tech scientific in here where you're saying, whoa, I don't even understand this. You can just read it. It's simple, which is great, which all nutritional books should be. You don't have to prove you're a hero. If you want to cater to the masses, make it so that people can understand. This is so easy to understand. And there's little basic food plans in here. And you know what, to be honest with you, for me, following this has really helped me take stock. Now, I love eating gourmet style raw food. I also love eating low fat raw vegan food with spices and creamy things and stuff like that in it. I enjoy that. And I have given to the world so many recipes like that. You only have to go through my Instagram or click on my name in any of my forums. I have provided people with plenty of recipes to help you and guide you and help you feel satisfied on this lifestyle. But for me, this is really taking me down to grassroots, which I think is really important for somebody who is prone to addiction. So there's no spices, there's no onion, there's no garlic, so there's no stimulants in this book which stimulate your brain and have you craving other food. And I'm now day 6 and I'm not craving anything, and I must admit, when I usually have spices and things like that, it does send off some sort of signals to my brain to say, maybe you want this, maybe you want that, and I'm not getting that. I'm actually, the soups that on day 1 I was saying, I don't think I'm gonna have, I'm actually looking forward to again having at dinner time. I'm actually thriving on these soups, and they're so basic. There's next to nothing in ingredients in there. There's packs of volume, but next to nothing in ingredients. I'm really getting down to that natural palate. So you can follow that plan and basically clean your body out and be able to resist from all cravings. You won't resist from anything that's in your mind. If something's in your mind, because we can be prone to craving food as a comfort or as a memory our body triggers. You know, we've got this whole computer system going in our brain. It goes, you felt good there. Oh yeah, I want that. So it won't control that, but it will control any physical cravings, which is really important. But not just that, it's got 2,000 calories in it, so you can follow that. If you are far more active, or as a male, perhaps you may require some more. I'll be honest with you, I've been having about 22 calories and 2,200 calories each day. So I've been having a little bit more than what's in the book, and it's working for me. I'm back into my skirt this morning, 6 days, and I'm back in my skirt. So that's the difference the fat was making to me. So I'm feeling comfortable. I'm back in my regular clothing again. So don't fear, oh my God, I'm going to have 2,200 calories, I'm going to put on weight. And I know that's a big fear factor, especially for a lot of women. I understand, I know that fear well. I have been on this weight loss roundabout for a long time. I do understand the fear factor involved with food. But this is so different. If you're keeping your fat low, and I'm not saying go out and have 4,000 calories. If you're not running marathons or you're not power surging, bike riding or something like that, your body will hit a point where it's going to say, I can't burn all this. But 2,200 calories of fruit, which digests super quick in your system, it's wonderful. And my fat, I'm keeping super, super low. Like, well, I didn't even have any extra fat. There's always fat in our fruits and greens, so don't fear. But I didn't add any extra fat last night or the night before, and I'm feeling wonderful. And usually I feel a bit unbalanced, and I think that's because I've been so addicted to having the extra spices and things like that in my system. And now not having those spices or anything, I don't feel at dinner time that I'm missing out on anything. And with the abundant greens blended up into that lovely soup, my body's saying, woo, you're getting what you need. And I'm feeling really good because of it. So yeah, second point, follow a plan. But definitely don't advise people who say they're under eating to listen to their body. That is basically in a nutshell what I'm getting to, but obviously me being me, I want to explain things. So that's my pet peeve, massive pet peeve. People can take years to learn to listen to their body. And of course, as your body becomes cleaner and cleaner, I know I listen to my body, and very quickly I get signs where my body is rejecting things and saying, this isn't how we feel our best. I'm going to make you feel even worse. And it'll just shut my body down. But that's because my body is so clean. I've been eating healthily for so many years. But someone new to this lifestyle, they haven't been eating clean. They've got a lot of things happening. And when they're under eating, that's the worst thing they're going to do. And your advice is going to clearly send people back to animal products. This is what bothers me more than anything. Not just because I do care for people's health, but I care for the welfare of animals and our planet. And if you're going to give people that advice, they're clearly going to say this lifestyle just doesn't work. And I've heard it many times. I've been running vegan forums for 5 years. They're going to just say this doesn't work, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to take their bat and ball, and they're going to go home, and next thing you know, they're eating half a cow. So if we don't want people ending up doing that, don't give them that advice. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and most importantly, love life, live free, and be kind to the #1 person in your life, you.